Hi folks, my name is Mr. Kuchak and I am your art teacher. Before we begin, let me go over our class rules. We have 3 rules at Elk Lake. Be ready, be responsible, be respectful. We are ready in the art room when we come in, sit in our assigned seats, and get quiet so that we can learn about art. We are responsible in the art room when we follow directions and take care of our supplies, and we clean up any of our messes. We are respectful when we use kind words like please and thank you, and when we value other students' artwork. Supplies you will need for today's lesson. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to. Hi folks, today we are going to go over just a secondary one-point perspective project. This is just a way for you to get used to using it. One of the things that we can do is we can actually make our name with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly, and just using my ruler here, I'm just going to add some guidelines. This is just like your handwriting papers that you might have in school. And then what we want to do is we want to use what's called block lettering. So with block lettering, it's nice and squared. The more square that it is, the easier it is because you're already used to following along with boxes. So I'm going to write my last name. So I'm going to start with an M. Now what I suggest you do is draw it out regular first. So don't try to bubble it. Once you have it drawn out where it's the size that you want, and remember, you're using pencil. If I use pencil, you're not going to be able to see it on this paper. So that's why I'm using Sharpie. I can make it as big as I want it, and then I can bubble out those letters. So then I find that using capital letters in here is going to make things a lot easier. Now when you're doing bubble letters, there's a few different ways that you can do it. One is by going inside the letter. Another one is by going outside the letter. And then I'm going to do my K. Now if it's a letter that is mostly rectangles, it's a lot easier just to do your rectangles. So that way I have it saying Mr. K. Now once we have that on there, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a vanishing point. Now your vanishing point could be over here, it could be down here, it could be all over the place. So I'm going to actually put it over in this corner. So once again, I'm going to draw a spot, and that's my VP, my vanishing point. Then what I do is I take, and if I'm using a pencil, I'm putting my pencil on the edge of the shape that I want, and then I slide the ruler over until it hits, and then it's going to my vanishing point. So then I slide it right in, and I have my vanishing point. Once again, put your pencil on there, and go to your vanishing point. Over here, what's going to happen is when I do my vanishing point, I'm going to hit a letter, so I have to stop. Down here, put my pencil, and once again, it's going to my vanishing point. Your vanishing point is your archery target. That is where you want to hit. You want everything going that way. So I do my VP, coming right in. That way I have that, oh, and I missed one part of the letter there. So now it kind of looks like the K is flying out from back there. Now the circle, anything circular, the trick here is find the furthest edge, like where it bulges out, and then take that back to your vanishing point. So find the edge, take that back to the vanishing point. Notice I'm all going to the same vanishing point. I'm not adding a second vanishing point. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just trying to get all of my stuff going to my VP. So then my VP is going there. Once again, I'm going to do the bottom of these letters first because, once again, they are kind of rectangular, and you know how to do that with the boxes. So they're just kind of coming in. And then when you have things like, say, the inside, what I'm going to do is do a line from over here, and I'm going to stop when I hit. That way it makes the inside look three-dimensional. Now over here we have these curves. So I like to do this place where the leg of the R attaches. I'm going to have that come in, but I have to stop because I hit my dot. Then I'm going to come up here and I've got to stop when I hit my dot. That way it makes it look a lot more 3D. The last thing that I have is my M. So I'm going to come way over here and I'm going to come through. I'm going to come through, come all the way down, come all the way down. I'm going to put my ruler right here, come through, and then we're going to go up on top and I'm going to stop, put it on top and stop. And then this way I have my 3D kind of letters, the way that they're flying out. Now, things you can try moving your vanishing point. So do another one and see what happens if you put it underneath, see what happens if you put it above, see what happens if you put it maybe off the paper, you put a little piece of tape and a dot and you take everything back that way. If you have a long name, what I find is easier is if you do kind of an oval, almost like a rainbow, where you can fit more letters, or do one letter high, one letter low, one letter low, up, up, up. So almost like steps. You can step down and up, and that uses up a lot more paper, and especially if you have a long name, you can fit everything in there. So then, once you have that done, you can go ahead and color it in. What I suggest you do is, let's say we have, let's find some crayons here. So I have a cerulean blue here, and I'm going to do that for the front of my M. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to color all the front, or all of the front of this M, all one color, so that so I know exactly where it is. So I'm not trying to like mix colors in there yet. Once I have that done, then if you have other blues, for example, I have just regular blue, I can do, say, the bottom of one of the legs blue, and I can bring that all the way down until it disappears. Same thing, maybe I do the bottom leg all blue until it disappears. Then I need another blue. Thankfully there's a lot of blues in here. So I have a blue-green. So maybe I'd just do the top in here, blue-green. Maybe I use this indigo for this side. So this side's going to come all the way down. And we'll do that one a little bit darker blue. And then, let me see if I have two more blues, that would be great. Oh, I do. I have a metallic seaweed color. So I'm going to do that right here, this long edge here. And I'm going to bring that all the way down. And I also have here metallic blue. So I'll do a metallic blue right there. So then this way, I have different tones on my letters. So it's kind of dark, I have mediums, I have lights inside there, and it's really going to make those letters pop. Same thing, if I do use an orange or a yellow or a green, I'm going to look for those different tones. If you don't have a lot of different colored crayons or color pencils, just press lightly. So press harder maybe on the front and the bottom. Maybe press medium there and then press really light there. So there's a lot of different ways that you can work to color these in. Go ahead and try that. Can't wait to see what you make. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.